Well, it might not be enough to solve the drought problems here in the Golden State, but it sure is coming down pretty good here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. Bashaud Breeland, the one that got him down.
He was brought down by Bashaud.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Richard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Now, 53's mine. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. You're mine.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Right Monday down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now McCoy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On second and a yard. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr gives to Richard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Richard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. From the 35 on second down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it first and 10 at the 40. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mahomes going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Monday, down. 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Take 4. Take 4.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
In your face.
Now Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's McCoy. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Yellow, yellow. There's a line. Coming to the side. Coming to the side. Right side.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Richard, and an alley to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, Richard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Dick. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 2, Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Carr now to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
55. Correct. I'm coming after you. Smoke. Undercrunch. Mike, 55.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 6-18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Right down. 180. 44. Later 9. Greystone, Travis. Switch.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Pick it up.
Carr to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, Richard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. That one complete to Hill. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. There's a short little toss to Carrier. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, 280. 59. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Richard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Monday, down. 280. 53. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 280.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Xavier Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Down. 180. 53 is the mark. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Later, 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the 1st. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Down. 280.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
All day. All day. every day, any day.
On first down, Richard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get down, get down.
On play action, now Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's 2nd down. McCoy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical? or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Right back to him on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On second and 11 now. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Right down. 180.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
280.
From the gun now on third down. Carr. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Darren Lee there to get him down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second and 7, Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now second and 7. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr will come up here with a first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
218, chopper. Crunch.
Carr now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Express.
Come to me, it's me. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On second down, Richard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff to Richard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's for... And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking to...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Raiders, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.